School is just simply pointless. You stay up late revising for a worthless test to then just fail it. Or you end up depressed as your friend gets the girlfriend you wanted. But we all have to go, so we might as well make the most out of it. Make good friends, learn lifelong skills, and come out better than you went in. One of the best ways to make the most out of it is to pay attention in 5 life-aiding subjects. These 5 subjects are going to assist you in all areas of life: dating, work, and just day-to-day life. The first one is obscure, but hear me out. Literacy and English gives you many life skills you don't realize. The biggest one is being able to read. Now, for many children, they only begin to learn to read when they go to school. Although once they have learned it, they never forget it. Though the one we are going to focus on is writing. You most likely have thought to yourself before that your English lessons are pointless, but they offer you so much knowledge on how to write it is unbelievable. When you get to the working world, everyone just expects you to be able to write long essays and persuasive emails, and if you can't, it's a little rough. Right now, I am using what I was taught in my lessons to keep you well engaged and hooked. I do agree that some of the English lessons are boring, except it is vital. You listen eagerly, as you will soon become legendary at writing all sorts of articles, from letters to stories. The next time you are in your literacy lesson, pay lots of attention to the techniques you can use to manipulate someone into what you want. As well, lots of current students do not take into consideration how important English is and fall asleep, so it's an easy battlefield for you to win in. It should come without saying that science is a pivotal lesson. Not only does it educate you about what happens, it also often teaches you why it happens. As well, you can sound smart to your girlfriend when you answer her question with a sciencey answer. Another area in life that can be useful is fitness. It should be obvious that science furthers your knowledge on health and fitness. Understanding what happens when you exercise can maybe help you understand why you don't perform as well as you like. Not only that, knowledge about physics can help us explain odd occurrences. So how does science improve your life? It makes you a more informed person. All around the world, men are asked hard questions, which knowing science could help in. As well, it gives you skills on how to investigate and come to conclusions. Countless times I have asked people how the world works, and they always say, "Go ask your father." Or he comes to smart conclusions based on information around him. My advice would be to pay lots of attention and ask lots of questions so you can really deepen your awareness of the world and how humans work. It should come to you as, no surprise, maths is on here. However, you might be wondering why. And that is because it can help with money and statistics. Having the ability to mentally add numbers together, along with lots of other stuff, is immensely useful. Instead of always needing a calculator, some men just seem to do it in their head, and this should be common. As the man of the house, we normally end up getting left to sort out finance, but we need an understanding of money. Although learning some of the math skills is pointless, others are very useful. Even being able to use coordinates can be handy for walks outside. Luckily, I was always good at maths and seemed to have a passion for it, but even if you don't, you must always try very hard in the lessons. Most of the time in maths, you will be using fundamental skills which you can perfect. Another valid point is it can make you more systematic. Being good at maths normally means you will do better than the person who can't. And as we know, the working world is man against man, so having better skills is critical. Now this one is maybe more of a debate, but I believe it is very significant, and if anything shows respect. The world is filled with delicate and intriguing history that most never hear about. Now while you don't even learn 5% of the world's history, it can be a good starting point. I believe history is all about being respectful about our great ancestors who lead all of us to victory. History also gives you lots of great life skills. It teaches you how to write essays and argue. Being able to argue in this modern-day world is a devalued skill. If you are able to argue, you will be incredibly valuable. This is simply because not many can give good logical arguments. We have all seen the woke women be silenced in moments by a man who paid attention in history class. Similarly to history, this is a questionable debate, although this one teaches about the present. In history, we learn both about man-made and natural. Both are equally important. It gives you crucial knowledge about the environment and wider world around you. It is also just interesting and can give you some fun facts to share to sound really smart. Like normal, men are expected to be knowledgeable about the world around them, and paying attention in geography is a great way to. As well, we have man geography, which widens your knowledge on infrastructure and what other people's life is like. These lessons have a deeper use. At the end of the day, knowing how to add fractions isn't that useful, and you would probably be fine without that skill, but what it does do is give us methods and techniques. All of the subjects mentioned can help you become more self-thinking and make informed judgment about the past, the present, the future. However, you must be careful. Lots of the school subjects are intertwined with propaganda which will ruin your future, just like how they make you believe you are failing when really you are doing better than most.